now you can hear me, and now you can't see me yet. One second. There we go. There we go. Okay, cool. Oh, my chair is. Oh, I'm a little dark. All right, here we go. There we go. That's better. Okay. Still a little dark, but whatever. We'll go with it. And I'm a little Okay. Hey, Claire. Hey, Rachel. Jackie. Welcome. Let's see. Why is this not? Man, I'm having attack of the electronic situation right now. Well. Oh, there it is. Okay, there we go. Okay, sorry about that, y'all. All right, Jennifer's here, Shelly's here. Let's see who I missed. Rita's here, sweet, Heidi's here, or was all these people. Rachel, good to see you guys. Okay, welcome everybody, and I apologize for the late start. To be honest, I just tried to do too much today. I did not manage my time well, and I apologize for the late start. It wasn't a computer glitch or anything this time. I just got a late jump and it took longer than I thought it would, so I really apologize for that. Anne is here. Wave to the camera there, Anne. Anne likes to wear green on our class nights. So let's see if I can fix our, yeah, there we go. So I'm gonna make one quick change. Here we go. Okay. And there we are. All right. Yeah, Carla. Hey, I don't think I said your name. Sweet. Okay, so I didn't fix my shots as well as I thought I had here. Okay. Today Anne has requested slow flow. And so I thought we would do a slow flow class tonight. These type of classes are not for everybody, and because of one of the ways that I teach where I just kind of go deep, it's hard to mix up a slow flow class, but I want to just first define what slow flow is for me, and not maybe what it is for you, but what it is for me and what it'll mean for the class. Slow flow, you know, if you've ever felt a pressure, if you've ever felt like you had the choice to hoop faster, then you made the choice to go faster. And slow flow is like the choosing to go slower. So like whatever your normal speed is, or like your average speed at something, you're going slower than that. And that really constitutes slow flow for me. And so my slow flow might look totally slower than someone else's slow flow because I'm thinking about, well, what's my baseline? Plus, the more I got into slow flow, the slower that I liked to go. And I was actually practicing today for this class with slow flow, and I realized it sounds weird to say this, but it is kind of a skill, and I could totally tell it had been a long time since I had tried slow flow. But we'll be talking in class about things that make slow flow cool or whatever, but I just want to make sure that we're clear that it's not a specific pace. It's just you choosing to go slow and then to hopefully enjoy it. When Anne made the request, she said something kind of strengthy, slow flowy, right? And so one of the things that's important to know about slow flow is that it really enables you to balance. Hopefully I'll remember to take us there. And it really helps you to balance and to do it slowly. And it takes a lot of strength to do that. So these slow classes can be chill and mellow, but they actually can be pretty physical if you want them to be. So if you're sort of the person that normally likes to get off, just go to town and get your heart rate way up, you can still have that type of class. Well, it won't be cardio maybe unless you just really veer off course, but it'll definitely be strength. You'll definitely get your heart rate up, and you'll feel like you got to work out, I'm pretty sure. Okay. Since we're starting late, I want to go ahead and just jump. Let me know if you have any questions or requests or whatever. no jam. We're not going to be doing jams probably for a while. I'll let you know. But we will not. Our next class will be Monday, and I'm kind of leaning towards something kind of mythy. Oh, yeah, there it is. Perfect. I can't believe I found it. All right. I'm going to get my chair out of the way here. All right, here we go. Okay. All right, there we go. Audible breath in. Oh, wait. Oh. Sorry, y'all. I just realized I've screwed up my whole music. I'm sorry. Sorry, y'all. Yeah, I'm sorry. Here we go. Audible breath in. Audible breath in. Hello, Brianna. Welcome. Brianna, we're doing sway, which is free movement stretch time. I like to close my eyes or go blindfolded while I do it. Audible breath in. Audible breath in. I like to experience slowness and moving slowly as a feeling of awareness. In my creative mind, I imagine that I'm not moving slowly, I'm just so aware, so open and in my body that everything feels as if it's moving slower. breath in. I invite you to practice moving your awareness around with me. I invite you to keep moving the way that you've been moving. So don't let my suggestions change immediately the way you move. But I want you to keep moving as you are. But I'm going to call out a point somewhere within your body for you to send your awareness. Left hand. Left hand. Your awareness is like turning the lights on in the room of your left hand. Focus is a spotlight. Awareness is daylight. Right hand. Right hand. Is sending your awareness to your hands. Is it affecting the movement of the hand? Is it affecting the way you feel the hand? Or the air in the room? Or even the vibe of the song? Audible breath in. Audible breath in. Audible breath in. Audible breath in. So I want to, oh, sorry. There we go. Okay, sorry. Sorry. Okay, so I wanted to, oh no. Oh no. Okay, there we go. Okay. So I want to try something with you here. I want you to keep moving just as you were doing before. Hopefully you can hear me fine. I want you to keep moving as you're moving right now. And we used to do this on the road. But I want you to try to maintain a consistent, like in workshops, I used to do this with a whole group of people. But what I want you to do is try to move continuously at whatever pace you feel comfortable, but at the same pace. And I want you to think about moving every cell of you in some way on that same pace. Because what really makes slow motion moving fun is when you remember that you have two hands, if you have two hands, that you remember that you have two legs, if you have two legs, and you move everything. So now that you have this pace, I want you to imagine that this is a 3. That you right now are going at the speed of a 3, whatever speed that really is. And now what I want you to do is to drop that speed to a 2. Pick it back up to a 3. And a 3 might feel like what you thought was slow might feel kind of fast. And then we can move down into a 2. And then we can move into a 1. And then back to a 2. And then back to a 3, which was that original slow pace that you established as a 3. And just by doing that, we have explored slow flow. Because we have explored slowing movement down. And slow flow is any flow that's been intentionally, consciously slowed down. I can pick up to a 4. Just above the slow pace I was at. Back to a 3. To a 2. And to a 1. Okay. Oh yeah, you read Anne's book. Some people are giving your book love. Brianna says she met Anne at Sacred Circularities in 2013, 2014. I just finished her book this morning. She bawled like a baby. That's very nice. Okay, so if you're still with me, if you haven't zoned off for tonight, that is the gist of slow flow. It is playing with the pace. So the movements that you're doing and all of that sort of thing, like what tricks you're doing, all that, that's sort of not important. But we are going to kind of guide tonight. I'm going to sort of guide and give you a suggestion for slow flow. We're going to keep playing with this change of pace thing. Anne likes to take a long sway, so she's just probably going to keep stretching. But for everybody else, if you want to join me in this, and you can, take your time, of course. But we're going to grab our hoops now. We're going to keep this kind of journey stuff on, but just for a moment. I feel like it's very slow. So we're going to move in point technique tonight. This is our opening. And while we're moving in point technique, we're going to play with speeds. And remember that the speed applies to everything, every cell of you. If you do not connect with point technique, you could do slow samurai here, although we're not only doing point technique for this. I prefer you try it in point, but samurai would be just fine. Audible breath in. For the next couple of minutes, I'm going to call out changes of rates. We're going to start at a 3. Whatever pace you're at right now will be your 3. I'm letting my awareness just dance all over. Jump from my hand to my foot, to my head, to my ears. Now I'm going to bring it down to a 2. Just slower. We'll say there's 5 speeds. We're in 2. Audible breath in. Open. Back to a 3. I can tell it's been a while since I've done this because I am having trouble holding the consistency. 2. 1. 'And slow flow, especially in 1. I'm moving kind of fast for my 1. But I can use it to help me stretch, to help me open, to feel for what's tight. That's why it looks weird. Okay, that's my 1. Samurai is definitely easier. Yeah, forget doing point and slow. Ann said it was challenging.
The slower, the more. I mean, I knew that already, but it's still just like, oh my god.
Ann says it was very challenging for her. Is very strengthy. Would you say, Ann?
Yeah, like the slower, the more strength is required. It makes me feel like I need to go weightlifts.
All right. Okay, so judging by the comments, it looks like you guys more or less are with me. Let me grab some water here. All right. So, I am going to give a suggestion, but you definitely do not have to do this. Okay. For our next exercise, we're going to talk about gooey contact. And I don't know how specific that term is to hoop path hooping. I don't know if it's got the same universal meaning, but in hoop path, like one way to think about it, it's if you got into a bed with sheets that really felt good, and you moved your legs underneath the sheets and moved around just so you could feel how good the sheets felt, that's gooey. So gooey contact is like, my hoop is this amazing set of sheets that feels good. And I'm spending time letting that good feeling guide my movement. Audible breath in. Like having speed prompting, you can move with me. If you want to move at your own flow and pace, then just ignore. I'm at a 4 right now. It feels like the hoop is just whirling around me compared to my 1. Changing your pace rapidly and then stopping it. Got into hooping, I had all of these hippie ideals. I was like convinced over 20 years ago that the hoop moving around me was like healing my body, that energetically I was being healed and protected. And so that belief really made me want to just learn how to hoop everywhere. to learn how to hoop on my head, to learn how to hoop on my throat, to learn how to hoop on my shoulders, my legs. And in this slow flow, gooey contact, I feel this similar thing that okay. Cool. Oh, I forgot to put it on the lolly. Oops. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah. It is, I'll be honest with y'all, it is really hard to get a hoop community going. We had one that ran for a while, and it's just tough to keep it going. It takes kind of like a constant recruitment. We were able to keep ours going as long as we did because we just had people that it was really important to them to show up every time. But it's hard. And it's really hard, like, when you go to all the effort to take hoops and music, you work on a playlist and nobody shows up. And that's kind of a reality in the early days. Like that happened to me. It happens to Ann. I mean, it didn't just happen back in the day. It would happen now. I'd have to restart the whole thing. And, it's tough. So if you can find a couple of like hoop, just advice for the world, if you can find like a couple of diehard hoop friends and you commit, the main thing is you have to commit, because like if it's like raining and you don't go to the park or whatever, people will lose faith that the event's even happening. So you definitely have to keep showing. Would you say that, Ann?
Yes. You gotta to have like in-person good community. You gotta make events happen. You gotta make them happen all the time.
All right. Okay, let's keep going with this slow flow. I hope you guys are feeling me. Are you feeling good on this? Is everything good? Okay. Actually, that's a little too fast. I had my playlist picked out. Yeah. So, wow, I'm so slow now that I don't know if I want to pick it up as that much. Sorry, y'all. I was going to pick it up a lot, but now I'm not so sure. Yeah. Okay. We're going to stay in slow flow. And if you haven't already, we're going to fully commit to Samurai. And that just means we're just allowing ourselves to grip it. That's all that means, really. And as we were just doing GUI, and this might not be for everybody, but in the old days of doing Samurai, it used to mean that the hoop only touched your hand. And so it sounds kind of weird, but it was like, if I was going to bring the hoop down, the goal, it was almost like the game Operation from the 70s, right? Or 60s, or whenever that game was. Like, you were trying, like, when you were moving in Samurai, kind of the goal was to get as close to getting shocked as you could, but not actually getting shocked. Yeah, well, I've been that weird person too. I've hooped in parking decks. All right. And so if I'm using Samurai grip, I can really get some super cool slow flow because I've got just my grip and my hand strength to help me hold the hoop and move as slowly as I want to move. This would be Samurai like without making any contact. Super simple movements, but I'm letting the hoop come up and down. I'm trying not to let it make contact with me. This would be GUI Samurai, where I'm totally letting it make contact with me. I want it to make contact with me because I'm rolling off of that. So we're going to play with those two things. Oh, Ariana, sweet. Welcome. I don't have my bird's eye camera set up for you guys. That's what that one weird camera looks. Oh wait, I want to get this going. Okay, back to slow flow. And we're opening to Samurai. And for me, I'm digging just trying to not, like, to get as close to the hoop without making contact as I can. But your flow could be totally different, but slow flow is helping me kind of find that space. That you can really just lose yourself in slow flow is to fully commit to it. Just, be cinematic. Just imagine what this whole image of you looks like. And you're just slowing down the film. You're just playing the tape back at a slower speed. Everything's still moving. Everything's still united. Everything's still continuous. Just slower. Audible breath in. I can't really do hard isolations in slow flow, but the simple isolations can be really fun in slow flow. Nice. Yeah, actually, yeah, I actually took I was working in the restaurant business and I took Tai Chi anyway on Saturday morning or maybe Sunday morning. It was brutal. At 8 in the morning, I took Tai Chi to see if it would help my hooping. It did. It helped my balance and point technique and a lot of slow flow slow flow kind of came later, but point technique anyway sort of came from trying to weave Tai Chi, in. And any thoughts or comments before I'm going to take a water?
I was really loving using Samurai, actually allowing me to slow down. I was having a really hard time slowing down earlier, but I loved having Samurai.
All right. Well, let's actually maybe stay there for another slow Samurai. Guys, would love some feedback. So, I'm assuming that you guys are staying with us, and like I said before, this may not be. What's that? Oh yeah. I'm not feeling. Yeah, I feel good. I don't feel like I'm We've heard this one before. This is a good one. So now we can kind of stay with Samurai. But I'd like to invite you to play with speeds. 5 to a 3 to a 1. Two, to 3, and so on. Yeah, still samurai, still samurai, still samurai. Whatever you want, but samurai probably make it easier. Open. We're all different, but for me, slow flow really opened my hoop world up. And honestly, it opened it up in a way that was very personal. Because let's face it, slow flow is not the most impressive thing to watch. But it feels so good. And in that way, it's like, it feels very personal to me, my connection to it, that I don't really need anyone else to tell me about it. I don't need to justify it or explain it. But my slow flow is just for me. Okay. Any thoughts or comments or anything? Balancing?
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of for my slow flow, I've been doing a lot of balancing on my breathing.
Oh, you've been doing like core balancing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Anne's been doing core balancing.
Been enjoying that along with, kind of been going along with the slow flow.
Cool. All right. wait, that's not what I was going to play. Okay, well, I'm actually really digging slow flow right now, and so hopefully everyone else is. Okay, we're almost at the end of it here, so let's do maybe one more. Let's do maybe one more track. Oh wait, no, this is it. Yeah, here we go. So we'll do one more exercise. I just realized we're past the 8 o'clock margin, so we'll just make this our last exercise and then maybe play a song or two for free hoop. So if you have to split, I totally understand. Hopefully you had a nice mellow class through all of this. Hello from Toronto. Nice. God, I miss Toronto. Oh, I used to go twice a year. Well, all right. So for our next exercise, for our closing exercise, and this is super hoop geeky, right? But I really invite you to explore something simple, holding the hoop with one hand or body part, and then using the other hand to kind of create contact and move the hoop some way. Like you can just say, okay, I'm gonna make one hand a hinge and the other hand's just gonna push and pull or whatever. You come up with whatever the mix is. But what can be so hectic to try and figure out when the hoop is whirling around you can actually be made a lot simpler by just slowing things down. And so we're just going to slow down the movement between our hands, just feeling for the connection of it, not for some new movement or trick, just feeling for the connection of the two hands. Okay. All right, so we'll just move into our free hoop now. And thanks for joining me tonight. I appreciate it. And we'll do another one of this Holy Other. I love them. They're great for slow flow. And then we'll do maybe one or two more tracks, and then it's free hoop, and then call it a day. Thank you guys for joining me. Thank you, Anne. Claire. Have a great night, everybody. We'll keep playing a few more if you want to free hoop with us. Oh, you're very welcome. Sweet, Rachel. Thank you for joining us. That made it look worse. You're welcome, Rita. Thank you. Wap. Thank you, Heidi. Thank you, Jennifer. Good night, everybody. Thank you very much.